we truly have in our lifetimes the possibility of putting South Africa into a space whereby we are a globally recognized creative hub. Because on the one hand, you've got this absolutely fabulously, fiercely global international conference which gets the best of the best from around the world. And then on the flip side, you've got the best of local.
We support the Design Indaba because we believe in what its objectives are.
Design Indaba's philosophy is that of a better future through design. And it is this philosophy that has brought us here as the national broadcaster.
If there's a design destination in South Africa, then Cape Town's Design Indaba is it.
The expo seems to attract people from all walks of life. What makes the expo unique is firstly the fact that it's a curated exhibition. So as a result, it keeps the standard exceptionally high, and it's the creme de la creme of South African design.
Once you visit the expo, every single stand has been looked at by a panel of industry experts to say, yes, the stand meets certain criteria, yes, it is a South African design.
The important thing is that we get to showcase local talent. So things that are made and handmade specifically is an important thing for jewelry. There's quite a broad mix, there's quite a lot of variety, so it's always an interesting place to come and see.
Jewelry design is one of the niche markets for South Africans. For designers, they've got to be in touch with their market to decide what are the creative things, what are the innovative things they need to do to keep abreast with market demands.
Everything at the Design Indaba Expo must be high-end and homegrown. It's an experimental space. It's about design.
SABC have sponsored the fashion area, the boutique as well as the fashion ramp.
It's one of the key responsibilities of local media to start supporting local design, because that is really one of the only ways we can harness the incredible quality of design that we have in this country.
The fashion literally then steps off the ramp into the boutique, so the public can go and interact with the designers and purchase garments off the rail that they've just seen on the catwalk, which has been fantastic.
In essence, it's maintenance, it's growth, it's development, and it's also just a nice platform for any brand to be showing.
Every year we kind of make an annual migration down to Cape Town and meet all the designers and have, it adds a lot of depth to our experience in the industry.
People have got individualized aesthetics that are developed, it's not necessarily defined in a Western sense.
We've got 55 new exhibitors on the floor, which is always great because it injects a bit of a fresh feel to the show.
It's not really about selling, it's more about exposing our product, because the people who are looking for quality products will come to Design Indaba.
I really enjoy about Design Indaba Expo is that it also is a place where I can meet my contemporaries. I can see what they're up to, they can see what I'm up to, and it's nice, it builds the design community itself.
I actually think the biggest benefit I can give to the South African exhibitors is to have more international people seeing their work.
We're working with the local industry to develop the industry, and at the same time taking them to an event or bringing them to an event like this to be able to showcase what they have to these foreign buyers. So we're bringing the two together, we're doing matchmaking.
We did work with DTI and then they did a lot. I was very excited that we're going to get more and more customers from out of the country.
These people have so much passion for the creators, the people that they're working with, and they have stories to tell about, the people who are creating these objects. That's something that you don't get elsewhere.
It's a booming country. The entire world is looking at South Africa today in terms of creativity, design.
I think it's this fusion feeling you get here. It is essential if you want to be on track about what is happening in the creative industries.
I'm finding that people are consistently selling to certain retailers. I think that's growing.
I'm looking for the things that have a touch of what people think in Europe is Africa, but the quality of Europe.
There's no other place that I have seen that one can use discarded materials to create some of the most finest of product than South Africa. And I think the Americans need to know that.
You actually are buying something that another person has touched and interacted with. And for me, that has value beyond the beauty that a machine can create.
Every time we've come, and we've been coming regularly, we just feel unbelievably proud of what our local designers are doing. It really is very, very inspiring.
The Department of Arts and Culture have sponsored the Emerging Creators Program, which are basically young students and emerging designers under 25.
It really is about developing young people, providing the opportunity for them to become the players in the industry.
To me, it's a good exposure to be here. Yeah.
There's some very interesting ideas, very innovative.
For me, it's always been something that's happening, so I have to see it, have to see it, have to see it.
And I don't think anywhere else in the world you can find so many diverse and just, awesome, original, creative thinkers under one roof.
We come from London, and it's very different from a lot of things that are there. It's an African flavour to a lot of the things we see.
And I like, there's a lot of recycling aspects to the design, and that's what I'm into.
The first thing I said to myself was, why haven't I been here before?
Design Indaba is really a leading Indaba for designers around the world. So innovation is at the forefront.
And Design Indaba is a fantastic opportunity to support the best creativity across South Africa. So we decided to do what we call Style My Coke. That's all about creativity and the opportunity for consumers to choose their designs with the new Coca-Cola bottle.
We thought it would be a great idea within this environment to launch a competition for young creators, both those who are participating as well as people who are coming to attend the expo, to see the process of designing creative advertising for newspapers. And thus far the response has been unbelievable.
Woolworths does the Making the Difference Through Design program. They bring in 350 school kids.
Our role is to inspire creativity, and one of the things we want to do is break the school mindset of that being creative is almost a negative and you have to go out there and be responsible and get a real job. And we kind of want to say, go out there and daydream and doodle and do something great.
Create with ourselves and to see everything else around us, it's awesome,
Because most of the designs, it's mind-boggling. I wouldn't see a chair like that in a normal house, but coming to the Design Indaba, it's like, nice, heavy.
I was thinking, oh my word, when is my chance to come to expo my creative ideas? If we didn't have this, what would our country be coming to anyway?
From this moment, there's lots of design possibilities in the world.
Expo being in its 5th year, it's just getting to that point where it's just recognized as the premium design event in South Africa. Obviously, a lot of events taking place on the floor.
ArtVesp is a competition open to all South African design agencies to come up with creative ideas to embellish the design icon, the Vespa. Rory, you're the winner. Well done. Congratulations.
As voted by the public, the winner of this year's Most Beautiful Object in South Africa award is the Thai Design Studio for their nested bunk bed. Congratulations. Please come up to stage.
This piece has tremendous social impact because we actually designed for an orphanage. This award means that there'll be a lot of young designers pushing for that. I think South Africa needs that kind of thing.
And this year's winner of the Most Creative Stand Award is the Provincial Government of the Western Cape, Department of Economic Development and Tourism. Congratulations for all your work. Please come up.
decided to use this platform to promote visual arts, performing arts, furniture, film and craft.
We thought of, okay, why not have a working interaction stand where artists can perform their work and at the same time expose themselves to the market out there.
The media love to be on the expo floor and experiencing what's happening here.
Design Indaba, certainly in South Africa, across the popular press, has certainly been outed.
Our idea is to sort of challenge journalists here in South Africa to also be a bit more critical and to have a better idea, understanding of what their role as journalists can have in talking about design. So
the kind of lack of a critical perspective in journalism isn't unique to South Africa. It happens all around the world. So we've got 16 journalists from various magazines, newspapers and websites from around South Africa. We're just going to talk about the importance of a kind of vibrant journalistic culture to interpret what's happening in something like the Design Indaba Expo or the conference.
We're coming from different perspectives and teaching each other how we see, which is so much of what design criticism and design journalism ought to be about.
For people who walked into a room not knowing each other, there were no defenses, there was a great directness. And we've been talking about issues of how design can be South African and still be global. Is there something called South African design? If so, what is it? It shows the heart of Indaba.
We really need to understand that we just don't want to promote design for design's sake. We want to promote design for South Africa's sake.